Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen around the world, wherever you are. Welcome to League of Tilt, where today we are Olaf, Berserker in the jungle. This is unfortunate. And the reason this is unfortunate is because I looked at Mundo was the last person on their team to choose, so I kind of assumed, okay, I'm up against 4 squishies, only one of whom have any mobility, and they have very limited CC on their team, and he has a conditional stun that happens only every once in a while, and Lux has a snare, and that's about the extent of that, right? So I imagined, well, under these circumstances, I should be able to get away with playing Olaf. His immunity to crowd control, should make him an excellent candidate, and his high burst damage should make him. This is what's happening. My word. Wi-Fi. I don't know. Not even any point. They're gonna go for that. That's fine. I will head over. I'll grab this, and then I'll head straight on over to her red. Yeah. Where's my teammate? You suck. Oh, I cover so. Whoa. Okay. Aggressive growth. Guess I'm gonna get anything on you. You reckon? She's so low though. I wonder. This gank is gonna work out much better if I have a red buff. So I'm going to pop a pot, axe this red buff, and then Nidalee hopefully has had to back. And we'll smite that away, and now we'll get over here. Yeah, just run at him. Yeah, he has to flash there because my high movement speed combined with the fact that I would have applied red buff slow after the first slow applied means he might not have been able to get out even if he had flash later on. So it's a good flash on his part. On our end, we end up trading our ghost for his flash, which is fantastic, and Nidalee got chased out of our jungle, and we managed to soak in a little bit of top lane EXP. So we're going to be level 3 here in a bit. So this is a little strange in terms of pathing to have to cover the invade, but it worked out. So we're going to go ahead and grab this scuttle crab here, and then we're going to cross through mid lane and grab the second crab as well. Might also, oh, okay, that's excellent for us. Might also grab these chickens on the way if they're here. Okay, looks like they are here. And looks like Tryndamere is able to use, because Mundo didn't want to recall, or he wasn't allowed to recall as well because Trynda kept interrupting him. But it was a terrible back timing for Mundo. So it looks like Trynda's going to use that factor. I'm here. Yeah. 16 CS, so we are definitely outdoing her. Not sure if she's taken this. I hope not. Okay, she hasn't had the opportunity to take these yet. Yeah, she's going to enter her bot side and she's going to realize... her top side, I mean, that there's nothing there for her. Excellent. There's no reason to imagine that she would have left up any of this bot side. She has my red buff plus enough CS to where it makes sense for herself better. Max Q first on Olaf always increases the damage and the slow, which is good. Your E deals true damage, by the way, so you tend to max that second because your W already gives you so many free stats. So getting a few more free stats is not as relevant as increasing the massive amount of true damage that you deal with your E. It's primary source of damage. Oh, excellent. Oh no. Looks like Nidalee tried to go for the only gank that was available to her, which was topside, because her topside jungle had been taken and we had vision mid side, and also, oh, this is going just all kinds of fantastic. So just punishing the Nidalee for that early invade has been working out well. Bot lane seems to be the only lane that's performing weakly at all. It does look like, unfortunately, we don't have Ghost. Also, we wouldn't be able to run the Zaya down. We haven't backed yet, so we don't have a large amount of gold. That's okay. We'll path upwards. Grab this. Nidalee is not really an early dragon taker, so we don't have to worry about that. I'll just path up topside. Zaya definitely could have recalled by the time I walked down to her, by the way, given that I would be slow as heck without Ghost. So pick that up. And here we are.
An ally has been slain. Shut down.
Yeah. This is great. This is great. Yeah, we got him. Excellent. All I have to do there is just land my axis. If I don't land my axis, then we have to walk out. But given that I did land my axis, all we have to do is just hit him. I'm not really interested in taking his farm here. I'll take a little bit, because he got the kill. But really the intent there is to just help him push, leave him the melees, just axe through the bottom wave. It's just so efficient to axe through the entire wave. Yeah, look, it's just so easy. So easy. Alright, second plate, very free. Very free. Now my bot side camps are coming back up, and this Mundo's laning phase should absolutely be over. He's the one person that can like sort of tank through a lot of our damage. So if we shut that off for the Mundo, then we're in absolutely excellent shape. So we'll grab that, and we'll grab... I tried to buy boots before remembering. What is happening bot side? What is happening bot lane, guys? I don't like this. I'm not going to be able to make anything happen bot lane until I have ulti, because ulti will allow me to not get rooted by Zaya, not get hit by Lux. But if Yasuo comes, that's a different story. So if Yasuo comes, I'm actually going to ignore... Yeah, if Yasuo shows up, I'm going to ignore all of my camps. And so... Nah, just ghost him. Yep, this is very free. Oh, didn't even have the chance to walk away. Because if Yasuo comes, then it's not just me that have to be worried about, one of us will get him. So then it's just very free to ghost him, right? And that's another reason to go ghost on this champion. All you want to do is run at people, and ghost makes it so easy. Yep, team's on the same page as we are. It's an excellent opportunity to take dragon. We've just killed their entire bot side. No one can contest this, definitely not Nidalee. She's extremely weak. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna stay focused. Okay. What? Okay. Alting for the bonus AD to get extra lifesteal off of my W. Because obviously lifesteal is more effective the more damage I'm dealing from auto attacks. Nidalee does still have a good amount of burst, and unfortunately I didn't have a Yuumi attached to me. Yuumi stayed solely attached to the Yasuo. If the Yuumi had attached to me, this would have been a very different story. So we're going to take our red buff here, clear out our camps, and then we're going to head on back over topside, because that's where the next objective is. That's where Rift Herald is. We're not really in a position to just walk up and take... We were not really in a position to just walk up to Rift Herald and take it instantly after the dragon fight because we were so low. And also you can't just be running around the map without farming, especially not on a champion like Olaf, who really thrives off of levels and items in order to stay relevant, in order to have enough damage, in order to have... Whoa. I'm here. If she chases? If they chase, yeah. I don't want this. I don't want to go for this fight, man. I just wanted to make sure y'all were going to be protected. It's okay. That was just a bad death. There was nothing good about that. Figured Yuumi would come over to me. I figured we would try to fight for that once I was there. I wasn't going to do anything. There were Lux. That's most unfortunate. We can probably grab another longsword here. So what item are we getting? I think we need a bit of a front line. Right? Yeah, we definitely need a bit of frontline and to have a large amount of upfront burst. So I really like going Sterax here. Sterax is an amazing item for preventing upfront burst. Also didn't have ulti up barely for that fight, so it's another reason not to want to go for that. At the end of the day, I think after I showed up, I should have just walked away. Me continuing to be there convinced the Yuumi that she needed to ulti, but then Caitlyn wasn't really on board. We definitely needed Caitlyn to deal damage there, and based on the way Caitlyn has been playing, there was no reason to expect that she would do that, so that was just stupid of me. There's not really any two ways to phrase it. Little axe there, and we can now definitely take these two camps together. Just keep axing, you know. Yeah, axes make life very easy. And then Lee's coming up top side, as expected. We're gonna walk over here. Trina has ulti, Trina has ulti. Amazing. Oh, just a little too much damage. I mean, dude, I'm gonna take the start. You can ping me off, but I'm gonna take the start. This is the opportunity to get first start of the game before Xayah gets it. It's unfortunate that you don't get to share in the gold, but I'm definitely not leading the start up. Now Trinda is free to just take to roam wherever he wants, so this is definitely better than leaving it up there. If Nidalee comes, I will absolutely one-shot her. She should not have one-shot potential on me. Actually, if she is going to crown the Shattered Queen, but I don't think she is. Yeah, it doesn't look like she is. All right, you want to do this, Linda? My friend, what?
You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
That's very unfortunate. I didn't think Trinda would just continue to stay there and fight Herald without me. I thought he would have just continued to push. It's alright. As long as we punish Nidalee by taking her camps, we'll be alright. Yeah, excellent. Because she gets a Herald, but if from her death and Mundo's death, we get a Herald's worth of value anyways, then it's not that bad. Yeah, just hit her with an axe. Our axes deal not insignificant damage. Dragon's up in 20-ish seconds, so we can get that pretty freely. Is Gromp up? Gromp is up. Steal Gromp. Take it from her. She should be pathing into her blue here. That's what I would expect her to do. We'll just take it while she's messing around, because there's no way they'll be able to kill Yasuo with Annie, with Yuumi on her. He might even make it out of there. Okay. Yeah, he does make it out of there because he's ahead. Just confident about that because he's Yuumi, and even if they do die, I know where Nidalee's gonna walk in, so I can just grab Nidalee as she walks into her jungle. But given that Yasuo managed to make it easily, well, maybe not as easily as could have been, but given that there was a Yuumi and he was never under any threat, I can just go ahead and grab this dragon. I want to walk with the Xayah. We're relatively even in items, but she's an ADC and I'm a relatively ahead jungler, so if she sticks around, if I find her anywhere, okay, her supports are coming back up, and she's here. So yeah, we gotta watch out for this, we gotta be careful. I have a bounty on my head again because I've been farming really well. Olaf power farms really effectively. Okay, here we are. Do we want to go bot side? Yeah. We should go. We should just warn the Caitlyn off. They're going to take this turret pretty much no matter what we do here. They have a large amount of burst damage and haven't spent my gold in a while, so I don't have my Star Axe. They're going to get a second charge off here, unfortunately, but it's fine. I'm not terribly worried. Yeah, there we go. Now we're not really under any threat anymore. Close. My gold drink was about to come back up, and I didn't. And I had 3.5k unspent gold. But getting a kill on the only person on their team that could be a threat and turning it into a 2-for-1 is definitely worth it. Not least because Yasuo gets to keep pushing in mid lane. So it looks like Yuumi has just given up on the Yasuo, on the Caitlyn. Just wants to play with the Yasuo. I can respect that, honestly, as a support who has been in the situation a lot of times. It just doesn't feel like the ADC and you are on the same page trying to do the same things. I can definitely feel that. That hurts. So AP damage, AP damage, AP damage, physical and magic, a combination, but not really terribly much because he's behind, and 80. CC I'm not terribly worried about. It's close, but I think I grab a pair of Merc Treads and then I go for a Bramble Vest or some such. If I did not have to be as worried about survivability, I would not have gone for Sterix, I would have gone for a Cleaver. Black Cleaver is an absolutely insane item now on champions that can use them. On champions that can effectively use the item because it gives so much AD and ability haste. It's an insane item for people who want to apply repeated instances of physical damage. Olaf doesn't need Black Cleaver, it's not a core part of his build. Like, he definitely likes everything it does, but he doesn't need it to thrive. Gold Drinker is really what matters for him. Alright, bro. Okay. Got her flash out of her. It's unfortunate that she makes it out of there. Tryndamere is going to farm my topside jungle, so it's okay. But trading my minute-long cooldown for the enemy ADC flash is absolutely fantastic. They shouldn't be able to get tower mid lane, I don't reckon. Oh, what? They can, probably. I wasn't Trynda there. That's a miscalculation on my part, huh? I should have definitely been there in mid lane turret instead of coming back down for my Krugs. But maybe they won't get it in time? Maybe it'll only take damage. Okay, that's excellent. We'll go ahead and push out bot side. No, we won't. We'll wrap around back to mid, and we'll take a slightly wider angle. Yeah, that was amazing. I love this. I'm all about this life. Yeah, absolutely. There we go. Yep, just Gold Ringer auto attack, nothing else necessary. Put her behind even further by taking her jungle camp. People should go upstairs to take the Rift Herald. We can just push this turret together, Trynda and I. Yeah. It's unfortunate that Xayah got a turret, but given that it's an inner turret, given that it's an outer turret, which we will be trading for an inner turret, I don't mind. Because outer turrets are going to fall at some stage in the game anyways, and if it keeps the enemy ADC away for a significant period of time, yes, we'll... Okay. Excellent, we'll just grab that. Broken out of there. It's fairly free. We'll grab this into the Ocean Dragon. Looks like no team is going to be able to get the second Rift Herald. That's fine by me. We don't really need the Rift Herald anymore. We're way past the stage of the game where we need to sort of break past some layer of defenses. Trynda's here. Excellent team converging on this dragon. That's exactly what we need. Yeah. Nidalee has been very starved for farm. This. Oh, golden. Just run at him with ulti up. Lux and Annie are up here, but that's alright. They shouldn't be able to accomplish much. We can walk over topside. Yasuo's feeling himself up. Hi. Yasuo is not dead. It's very unfortunate. There's no real reason for Yasuo to do that. Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible. Oh god. Okay. Pardon me. Just having stroke. Happens. Friends, this is just like so free. They have 2 dead. They have to protect their inhibitor. They're super pushed in. Oh, and they surrendered. Yeah, okay, they know their dubs. It's just a very good game of just identifying where their weak spots are, pushing in with our massive amount of skirmishing advantage. Just not fall behind on the invade, recognize that that's been taken, so take that. Oh, sorry. But one of the advantages of making plays like that is you usually end up behind the enemy top laner, who will either be even or pushing in, so you can just walk up and blow a summoner, which is exactly what happened, and then our top laner was able to translate that into a kill. Now, even if our top laner or our mid laner hadn't been able to take these advantages and turn it into kills, even if they'd start to fall behind, we could have continued to leverage our power against the enemy jungler to keep invading her, to keep putting her behind. Like, we knew where the Nidalee was going to go based on how she was playing. She invaded us, so now she got low because of the Caitlyn, so now she's going to try to walk into her jungle to recoup the losses. So we take those so that she only has one side of her jungle to farm. And then we know that she's going to want to move over top side, having taken her bot side. So given that she's going to be pathing top side, we focus bot side. And their Yasuo thinks the same. So we head over to the Xayah, we grab a double kill, we head over back to the dragon. Now we focus our attention back to top side because that's where the next Rift Herald is. Now the Rift Herald was unfortunate, missed out a little, but it's fine because the overall net result of these plays, despite us losing the Herald, was still positive. Like, the Herald ultimately ended up costing us a tower, but those 2 kills allowed us to get much more than just a tower. So that entire trade ended up being net positive for us. So arguably the Herald fight could have been played differently. Maybe the correct line was to stay with the Tryndamere and grab the Herald, not worry about the kills. Perhaps that would have been better, who knows. But as it is, we ended up being able to leverage it so that it didn't go badly. And when you're as ahead as we were in this game, you need to make sure that this is something you're doing, right? Push your advantages, take away the enemy team's farm and the XP, keep pushing them in, keep penning them in, keep taking objectives to push the map forward, and just fall back to your jungle and sit there. Just recognize where they're going to be, either find them and kill them if they're near an objective, otherwise just take everything from them so that they don't have anything to do while you push out all the lanes and then fall back on an objective. And because we were so strong, once we've pushed out the lanes, if we just group up, we can brute force down the tower. With my poke, with Caitlyn poke, and of course Tryndamere is amazing at split pushing. So all of that combined together, and just us finding good angles into fights, because they constantly kept trying to jump on people. Despite the few shutdowns that the Fed members of the team gave away, we still managed to make it work in the end. So just a very good example of how to read the enemy jungler and absolutely shut them down, and then just focus one objective to objective to objective. We look at the graphs. Did some amount of damage, respectable amount of damage, but this isn't really what I was doing because I was in a few extended fights, but I mostly just killed people and then fell back to an objective. I wasn't like constantly fighting the way Trinda and Yasuo were. Damage taken is, again, Trinda absorbed a massive amount of damage in his ulti, but we were also pretty up there because we were frontlining for the team a significant amount. Total damage to objective, this is obviously where we really shine. This is where we made most of our contribution to the game because we're always there for dragons. If you want to take a look at how useful the runes were, because we ended up just not fighting terribly much, lethal tempo didn't really have the chance to be up for very long, which is pretty funny. But Bloodline did get completed and we have last stand. Magical Footwear and Approach Velocity are both fantastic as always because your axe is slow. It gives you bonus movement speed towards the Magical Footwear. Also gives you bonus movement speed, so it really fits well with this sort of run them down playstyle. Olaf has very good damage scalings even later into the game. Damage is never a problem, but as you can see in team fights, it's harder to ensure that you're going to be able to get on top of priority target and stick on top of priority target. But Go Drinker allows you more chances with which to do so because you can heal up for so much more. Especially when in the middle of an entire team. We blew that Xayah flash, for example, near the end. She tilted her center off the top lane, and then we were able to leverage that to kill them mid a bunch of times. And then even if they hadn't surrendered when they did, the fact that we were taking an uncontested Baron 20 minutes into the game, it would have been very hard for them to deal with it. We were sitting on another boatload of gold. Would have spent it to basically become unkillable from their primary threats. So yeah, there was just a very few good options for them, which is unfortunate for the Xayah, even though she was ahead, because as soon as Yasuo and I went bot lane and shut her down, as soon as I started running at her in team fights, she had to use everything just to stay alive against me. And of course, her E doesn't root me when I'm in ulti form because I'm unstoppable. So all of that taken together just means like there's just very little that the enemy team should have been able to do in this game if we play our composition correctly, and that's what ended up happening. So hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Peace.